Hi, Phil Mason here, the chaplain of Bolton Wanderers Football Club. Now, my prayer. Something that you will have heard many, many times, but you may not recognise as a prayer at all. It is something that is heard before the kick-off of every FA Cup final and Rugby League, and it was also heard at the opening ceremony of the 2012 London Olympic Games. So it really is associated with sport. You may have also heard it at a funeral service. Certainly in the aftermath of the Titanic sinking, survivors reported that the ship's band played this whilst the ship was sinking. Have you got it? It is, of course, the hymn Abide With Me, which essentially is a prayer. It is one of the most popular hymns of the past 150 years, and its author was Henry Francis Lyte, who was an Anglican priest and the vicar of All Saints Brixham, a small fishing village on the coast of Devonshire. He was an accomplished hymn writer, a prayer writer, and a poet, and this hymn combines all those skills together. For most of his life, he really did suffer from poor health and would regularly travel abroad for relief, which was the tradition of the day. But despite his compromised health, Lyte was a tireless minister and a devoted family man. He would often say, "It's better to wear out than it is to rust out." Well, it was in 1844 that he was diagnosed with tuberculosis, and for the next 3 years, his health really did deteriorate. On the 4th of September 1847, he stood in the pulpit for the final time and delivered his farewell message to his parishioners, preaching on the meaning of the Eucharist. And it was out of that context that this beloved hymn came about. Because on that afternoon, he went for a walk on the beach, and then he retired to his room and wrote out the words, "Abide with me." It is essentially a prayer for God to remain with that person throughout their life, their trials, their tribulations, and indeed their death. And the opening line alludes to Luke chapter 24, verse 29. "Abide with us, for it is towards the evening, and the day is far spent." So instead of singing, let's read it as a prayer. Abide with me. Fast falls the eventide. The darkness deepens. Lord, with me abide. When other helpers fail and comforts flee, help of the helpless, oh, abide with me. Swift to its close ebbs out life's little day. Earth's joys grow dim, its glories pass away. Change and decay in all around I see. O thou who changest not, abide with me. I fear no foe, with thee at hand to bless. Ills have no weight, and tears no bitterness. Where is death's sting? Where grave thy victory? I triumph still, if thou abide with me. Hold thou thy cross before my closing eyes. Shine through the gloom and point me to the skies. Heaven's morning breaks and earth's vain shadows flee. In death, O Lord, abide with me. Amen.